little bit because I talk about the stainless steel spacer bar. I always pick at the frame when I'm talking about the. I'm just going to back up because I do the whole thing in one shot. You want to hear the whole thing?
Sure.
Want it all? Okay, so we've already talked about 4 of the 6 frame options there. Obviously, you don't want that junk in your house. You said you hate aluminum, and clad's going to rot. The wood and the aluminum are going to sweat on each other. The two materials work against each other, and of course, since the aluminum reacts with the hot and cold, and the wood reacts to moisture, the painted glass is on the aluminum, painted glass is on the wood, and so what's going to happen is going to cause seal failure, and seal failure is the #1 problem with dual pane glass. All right? So we've got the lipstick on a pig here. It's the vinyl window. It's plastic. It's junk. They don't make homes out of this stuff because it's not structural. So why would you want to have this? This isn't structural enough to support your solid window. This is going to expand and contract 7 times more than the glass. Right? We've got the glazing beads for thieves to break in. This unit comes out. It's going to cost you $400 to $500 to replace it. It's got fuzzy pile weather stripping. This window slides in the bottom of the track on brass wheels. It rides around in the dirt, and the dirt gets packed in the corners. That's when I bring up my other sample. I say, yeah, this is a mill guard, because it is. And I have another corner sample. It's a licking stick. They don't have one here. Licking stick. Well, no, we don't have one. So the licking stick, and my sample's in Hanlon. Doesn't matter. 80% of all these vinyl windows are made by Royal Extruders. You guys know about Royal Extruders?
Yep.
Royal Extruders makes 80% of the extrusions, the big long strips of these extrusions of vinyl. And so what happens is these manufacturers from Pella to Marvin to Hanlon to Simonton, Milgard, you name it, they all buy their extrusions from Royal Extruders. It's the same product. The price is all over the map. You'll see 10 windows for $49.99 all the way up to $18,000 from Sears. Why is that? Same product. So this is run around the dirt. You've got a drain and contain system. And I can go into all that, but you've already heard that from Josh, correct?
Sure.
So we know about this because we invented it back in 1959. We spent 3 years and $25 million developing this. We had the patent on it. So we realized after 3 years trying to make this product work, it didn't. So it was not a long-term solution, so we shelved the project. We scrapped it. Never to be developed again. So when our patent expired in the late 70s, early 80s, guess what happened? All of a sudden everybody had a cheap way to flood the market with junk. So everybody started selling this junk. Well, what the rest of the industry didn't know was that we spent that 30 years in between time developing this. The whole goal of Andersen was to create a product that looked like a traditional wood window but had none of the drawbacks. Here we go. This is called Fibrex. 40% reclaimed wood fiber, 60% polymers extruded together under heat and pressure. It's 80% wood weight by volume. And you're recording it. Great. Duralon weather stripping.
Oh,
Monorail system.
Do you not want me to?
You can. So curved rails on the bottom. Okay, some woman in engineering must have figured this out because no man's going to do this. Wise ones laugh at. So it's curved, it's easy to clean. Dirt's not going to stick in the corners like my sample here. All right. Direct set glass. We're so confident that our glass is not going to fail that we direct set it right into our frame. We do mortise and tenon joinery. Stainless steel spacer bar. Right? Remember the seal failure? These windows are prone to seal failure. Remember I told you about the window frames, aluminum, they use it in frying pans? Well, why would they put it in their frames if it gets so hot and conducts heat? Well, because they're trying to keep the cost down. Right, I'll get into wind glass in a minute, but stainless steel is more expensive, but it's a lot less conductive, so we don't have those seal failure issues. But anyway, Duralon weather stripping, it's what they use in refrigerator and dishwasher doors and car doors. The wheels are made out of a Kevlar casing, bulletproof vests, stainless steel axle pins, they're not going to rust, Delrin wheels with a Teflon coating. In our factory, we test for 100-mile-an-hour wind, rain, sleet, snow in the dead of night. This thing, our facility, we got a machine that does this 25,000 times. You're not going to open your window 25,000 times. Zero wear on our components. Our wheels are going to ride on top of the monorail system, not down in the dirt. So you're not going to get flat spots in the dirt of your wheels. Go ahead and check that out. I'm just supposed to feel it, all that. Here, check that out. Feel how rigid that is. Try and bend and twist that.
Can't.
Feel this. Tell me what you think about
No,
this.
can't.
Try and bend and twist that. Which one do you think is better? If right? Which one do you think is a better product?
Yours.
Of course. Mark, are you like
Customer
out of
question.
it, or
No, what's up?
The 25,000 times, does
you
that
thinking
mean
about all
every
the things
single?
I'm doing out of order and
No,
wrong?
that's not every.
Okay.
I
They
can't.
things that you do different than I do. You know.
25,000 times.
And I will never do this exactly the same twice in a row. Josh can do that. He's a robot.
Yeah.
I
25,000 times. That's
25,000 openings. Yeah, we sat with our
That's
engineer in
not-
Irvine.
That's not per.
They
window.
open and close this 25,000 times with zero wear on the rails. That's what the engineer told us.
Yeah, every window.
No.
No. When they
Just-
tested this
just,
window in their testing facility,
Right. Yeah.
of course, we invent everything. We invented dual pane glass. We invented the mass-produced window. We invented the vinyl window. Obviously, we scrapped it as junk. But we know a little bit about this. And we actually have testing facilities because we invent this stuff and patent it, and you know we're already on to the next big thing. I don't know what it is because it's top secret. But rest assured, we're going to invent it, patent it, and then everybody else is going to wish they had it, just like they wish they had all this stuff. So because this stuff works. So anyway, Morrison tendon joinery, I think I already went over that. We can do different colors without any problems of the fading and discoloration. You can see the I-beam construction. It's what they use in skyscrapers. You can see the double snorkel drain system here. It's a double tube that goes through the frame. It's not a containing drain system. You can also see how it slopes downhill. See that? Everything we make is external drain. We do not want to contain the water in the frame. That is bad. Everybody else is containing in the frame where the bugs and the mold and everything else is going to sit inside your frame. Now you got to deal with trying to figure out how to clean it. You got to deal with bugs and mold and everything else. Do you want mold in your house? Is this what you want in your house?
Nope.
Is this what you want in your house?
Looks like it.
Yeah. Hey, I got mine on order. This week.
All right. So we got a company called Sigma. I'm going to get into glass, but remember I was talking about this direct set glass. Why we direct set it? Well, we got a company. Not only do we develop this stuff over 20 to 30 years before we even release this stuff into production, we want to make sure it works. We're a very conservative company. We've been around for 114 years, and we want to make sure that before we release the product, not only does it have to withstand the mild temperatures of California, it's got to handle all the extremes: the extreme cold of Cottage Grove, Minnesota, and the 100-mile-an-hour wind-driven rain, sleet, and snow, high humidity in Florida, extreme temperatures of Arizona. So, we're going to give a ridiculously long warranty, and I'll go into warranties in a little bit. But in order to do that, it's got to handle those extremes. Well, in California, since we don't have the extreme weather, you can count on this lasting even longer. Just makes sense, right? Okay, you're with me?
Yeah.
Any questions?
No, I probably have some in a bit. No, right now.
Could you see this in your home?
Why is this
I want it. Let's talk price in a bit.
All right.
stainless steel so important compared to the plastic?
Well,
It doesn't conduct
okay.
heat.
let me show you a
And it
picture, and I
can-
keep this in my phone because every time I go into a house and there's a garden window, they don't use the aluminum. Well, some will use an aluminum spacer bar, but some will use some kind of a rubber strip in there, and butyl rubber or some kind of a cheaper rubber.
Swivel spacer.
Yeah,
Oh.
swivel
Swivel, isn't it?
swiggle
Oh.
spacer. Hold on, let me show you this, because you're gonna love this, and I can send this picture to you guys. But I've got several different homes that I've gone into, and this is what happens because that window's breathing. Okay. Do you want to buy a window that in 5 years the spacer bar is going to get shoved into the window like that? Okay, that's not the only one. Let me show you some other pictures. Same house.
How long will Fibrex?
This is the house.
The Fibrex, the patent on Fibrex.
Okay,
for?
and that's another window. Did the same thing. I got another home in Long Beach that I've got pictures. I don't want to get into that, but so it's good to take pictures whenever you see something bad in somebody's
Eugene,
house.
you need to move your car.
I'm back
There's a
behind
black
somebody.
BMW.
I've got a silver Prius parked behind everybody.
No, this is another lot. You guys need to start parking on the street. Cindy's gonna send out an email. It's too crowded over there. So,